two teams looking to try to take over that height. They're not there just for now. Intended and Queasy are going to be policing towards the skies. But let's see what Vino's got in the boat. I do see one pad ready to go. Aqua there with the edit in just a second. He's trying to rattle all around. Saban was going to be contesting height, but Queasy actually shuts him down immediately. Rifle also going down to Floki. Lowless is not going to make this zone either. Now all the way up in the skies. Look at the zone 2. Bridges, hills, and mountains in between. Going to be tough to see exactly where Vino's going to land. A double tap on the pad as well. They are flying in the skies. Jerky is actually the one who has high ground for the moment. What happened to Queasy for now? There's a big battle going, and Vino joins the party.
You see how huge that double dip was. It allowed him to remain the highest in the sky, and he got to take his pick of the bunch. Up on height, Aqua is there to join him as well. We talked about all these height teams, but they made it seem so easy. It was a seamless transition up to this layer, but can they hold on to it? The fight is not done. More people will go for it. Neko and Dan, the Spaniards, getting busy on the mid ground, and elimination there will be nice. These guys have that pop-up potential if they can stay side by side, and a good start, 4 eliminations on the game for them.
For now, they're also kind of flopping over a few of the bills, taking a little bit of their sweet old time, getting straight towards the zone. Vino and Aqua, though, now invaded once again. Round 2, heading Queasy all the way up for height. Gonna see exactly what they can do. Vino actually holding it over, building straight towards the skies. Denied is the duo that had it at first. There's a cost to this. There's a cost to keeping height this much for this long. It's materials. Aqua and Vino give it up, looking to reconnect actually, and still hold on, but there's already a team inside. Is that Vino who has it? Not even sure now. Landing over towards Nebs. It's Kinzel who's making a shot straight towards the skies. This is huge. Insane from all sides, and Aqua's actually blocked the coast through the wall. That's gonna be huge for him to maybe even maintain control. He sends Vino all the way forward like a pet monster in his belt, and they have it once again. They meet hands, but Levin, look at their mats.
Their desperation kicked in. They knew they had to hold on to height, and they committed everything.
Oh my God.
They wouldn't let any sort of materials. You can see how high up it is. Vino looking to try and connect. Queasy has gone down, and so now Hen with his back against the wall has to hit a huge shot. Can he do it? He will. Hits up the knock. The other one, Neko now is trying to put pressure on him. Can he deal with him? The finish will help in keeping him in the zone that just a bit longer. The splashes, the floppers are huge, but can he stay alive? This team's also in the zone, looking to take shots at him. We've seen him have crazy clutches before, but can he pull another one out the bag?
Wonder Kid time is here again. Vortex also all the way on the backside of the zone. Might rattle his feet in just a second. Hen is still surviving though. 30, 20, down to 1 second. The sprint is there, and so are his chances to stay alive. Hen has done it with an armored wall and is inside the top 10. Meanwhile, though, look up top. It's not just the mountain of mass this man has to fight over. It's also the big god duo. Vino and Aqua all the way over on height. Aqua finally down. Hellfire's lost scram, but look at the elims, 5 total for the squad. They're looking to trickle down. So are the players. Vino and Aqua kind of lose a lot of control that they had to squish the pressure. Entire low ground gets released, and now it's up to Kinzel and Nebs to see how long they can maintain control.
Yeah, we saw everybody battling up for height, but now things have gone down, down, down. Hellfire also going down. You saw how well Nebs did to try claim low ground, but more people drop into their sights.
Spray
and Coggy, they're looking for the spray, and Aqua and Vino, they're so shambles on mats, they might just have to fight this all out. They can't afford to just keep holding on to their build, and maybe I can say the same for Joggy here, because he's only got 4 left.
Is that a teammate? Okay, that was like way too suspicious on the backside of the wall, but now Kinzel and Nebs, I think they're the ones who have the most amount of resources available for the moment. Cosmo also just kind of biding his time all the way towards the back. Vino and Aqua just sharing this blessing of the zone bouncing back. Look at Aqua's HP and Vino's. In terms of endgame plays, they love dipping in and out of that storm. Not gonna be a possibility for now. Zragi and Kraki, they haven't finished with the spray either. Going up against Kinzel straight towards the wall. Can't find the right angle either. Zragi now is going to be last alive for the squad. Nebs and Kinzel do not miss. They're controlling the floors, but can they rise towards the skies? Ooh, what a shot from Nebs. Take control, but look at how much time it's taken, Levin. They're barely even just hanging on towards this final 2v2. Made it over. Vino maybe slightly. Aqua now down to just a sliver of HP. Oh my goodness, what can they actually do? They're looking possibly also towards the wrong side. Both people down below, biding their time. A minute left on this zone. With these big changes this season, it'll take a while for all this to lock in. All Kinzel and Nebs need to do is wait for the final spray and the shot. They have the advantage. Aqua and Vino have to jump in first. Metal builds all around. It's tough to kind of see in, opaque on all sides. It's dark. We need a flashlight, Vino. We need that shotgun ready to go. And Strikey hears Nebs' footsteps towards the bottom. Kinzel still there. They're maintaining composure from all different sides. Now they finally have an instance to clash. Vino and Aqua counting down to 3, 2, 1. 8 bills still left for Vino. They maintain control a little bit with the pyramid, but there's a big spray down below. Kinzel still has a little bit of control of this one. Looking for even just a single shot. No team has even hit each other. We've hit rock bottom. And there's the drop down. Kinzel, though, does not go down that easy. He's there with the first game's victory royale.
Thomas being very aware of second height. The reason the Sixos will be the ones there. But he has to always look over his shoulder, one eye open as he sleeps. Hellfire and Scram down below, looking to try claim that side of things. They might run into Kinzo and Nebzo if they're not careful, and save it in a clutch situation as well.
How long can Savid really hold on for the moment? That's the big question on screen right now. Now we kind of tune into the overall aspect of what's going on in this endgame. iDrop still alive all the way towards this mid-ground side. And Nas is there with Pink, looking to see exactly when Thomas and Tripper will fall. If there is a little bit of a gap inside the builds, inside the strategy, up towards the skies. But no, they won't do much. Meanwhile, down below, Kinzel alongside Nebs, kind of controlling exactly how low ground looks. Hellfire Scram also active all the way down there. Every single team not even peeking it, not even taking an instance of damage or dealing big once. Anas now finally getting into open air, looking at all different sides. The mat count's not going to be too low, but he's going to follow in and see how much he can actually save. This bottom right perspective, he saved so many materials on this quick sprint, and it looks so good. Meanwhile, nothing's changing for anyone else across the entirety of the layers of endgame. Scram finally losing Hellfire in a fight that happens towards the backside of the builds down below. Meanwhile, Anas and Pink are still just thriving, moving, as Rupert and Thomas lay a carpet down from the skies.
Yeah, and so many players staying up in this game. It moved through the old builds, and it allowed people just sort of recycle and keep their mats, and we'll see how that plays out now. Pink and Anas realizing that maybe height is going to be for the taking. We usually see them up above, but they understand the fundamentals of low, trying to claim the front side. But who are they going to run into? Because there'll be plenty more with ideas the same. Scram now in a 1v1 that he won't be able to win. He will go down. And so far, it's been easy breezy for Trippin and Thomas up on high. Everybody doing the hard yards below them.
Kinzel now out of gas, has no more energy left in the legs to sprint, no more yards to really cover. Kind of stuck on the backside of the zone for the moment, looking for a way to really get in. The left side's into the option. And that option's mega close. Nebs is in there, blocked by multiple builds. Look at the escape. Sesson almost a perfect artist in the night, but no, he's going to be stopped. Nebs now takes the page out of his Houdini book. He's going to get completely out of there. Dash, Abracadabra, he escapes. Now Thomas AC with magic of his own. No words even needed. Just look at the action. This man is just nuts. Players on his screen, and he deletes them like a command, like a keystroke. That's all he really needs. And Trippin, by the way, is also still alive. They look almost too powerful to be here in the spot right now, still bullying every player below them.
Thomas forcing everybody to control, alt, delete, sign out, sayonara. They will drop down, they will take people down, but it might be time for him to log out. He's gone down and he leaves Trippin all alone, but Trippin gets it in box. Max damage only for Trippin. And the med miss is huge, it allows him to stay in the zone, wait out everybody else. Nebs has done a phenomenal job as a solo as well. Can he keep going, tiptoeing around all these builds? And now we're playing his face. Can he hit the shot? No, he can't. iDrop, who's been a solo for a lot of this endgame. It's the game for the solos this time round. But Floki and Clement, seemingly the only duo left in this one. And I've seen them so many times below, on low ground, trying to win games and coming out successfully. Is this going to be the game? They're spraying up to height. They realize it now that this is theirs for the taking. And so many shots in the combat SMG for Floki. But can he put them to good use? Trippin still got some mats. Can he hold on for a bit longer though?
2 health bars on the boss down below. 2 players ready to go from up top, but it's not going to be too much. Not going to be enough for one of them. iDrop falls, Trippin with a big shot on the other side. This is insane! Trippin 1v2 in 2 seconds. 714 damage above, and it only keeps going higher. These guys are unleashed.
Yeah, and we can see Kanakwa hit some shots. Can't connect there, but needs to make sure he pressures those guys on the front side. But actually are doing their job for them, establishing some ground so that they can base their way up, but they've got to be careful. At the moment, you can see having that same luxury that Thomas and Trippin seem to have last game, where there doesn't seem to be anyone playing for it. Queasy and Hen in the bottom right, they've gone down to low, and they're trying to make some plays down there. Hen needs to be careful, he doesn't want to overextend, cost his team the game. And so in the meantime, Aqua and Vino just seem to have things, you know, on a cool, calm stroll to what seems to maybe be a chance at a victory royale here.
Things can go straight into chaos though. Already saw Tripper turn the world on its head in that previous game. Now things slightly starting to change. Lots of low ground action, and this is the Aquavino effect of squishing the rest of the server down. Not one single duo available. You gotta rise up above the builds and take a breath. It is tough for everyone. They're starting to clash all around. Walk's finally down. Queasy all the way on low. He stays away from the pressure.
Yeah, you can see making use of the natural environment in Camp Cuddle right now. And they're gonna have to wait to see that zone transition and make sure they can claim low as quickly as possible. They're slowly creeping our way towards it. Hellfire and Scram though finally together deep into the game. And maybe this is their time to shine. They can clear out low ground or mid ground. Maybe even Malibuka Mustache style if they're feeling confident. Mirza and Lyzen sort of on the backside of the zone, not the most comfortable positions. You can see Mirza just sort of scurrying his way around. He knows that there could be anyone there any second. Lyzen goes down, he hits a big shot on Hen, but now he has to go try and avenge his teammate in the zone, and he will, but maybe at the cost of his own life because he goes down as well. And again, we're just seeing how hard it is. Such a tough squeeze for everybody in the lobby when Aqua and Vino are up above.
Scram also just lost Hellfire. Not a single person is contesting these absolute behemoths up in the sky. It is so tough. And they have a build that's just set up so wide. There's no way that this is going to be easy for any team either. Definitely secured height completely for now. Save it almost just right there, but now we're getting up and close with Gloomy as well. Up close and personal, he's not going to take too many shots for the moment. Blocked off. This Roggy, he's going to look for a little bit more of a better angle. Not going to find much. Solo player up inside the storm, and he gets rained out.
Scram putting in the work there, hitting some huge shots, and it's a perfect time to start hitting them. Hellfire did go down, and so now another game for Scram to try get as many points for his team as possible. Currently sitting in first place, but can he hold on? It'll be a tough task. SD, they've been in every single round 4 of these qualifiers, but this is the game to start making things count for them. Scram now trying to find something in the zone, and he gets this. The splashes are huge. They keep him ticking in this game.
No
the
way.
HP is nice. Players continue to fall, and he just continues to steal some placement away. Can he hit a nice shot here? He went for the pickaxe. It didn't quite work. Scram goes down. Robban will be the one to do it. He doesn't have Walks with him, and ST and him on a crash course. At what point will they finally collide? It seems to be inevitable. Yakpo without saving either, and he's trying to sneak his way in as well, but he's been spotted and he will be taken down. Moneymaker, the one that gets credited with that one, and finally SD crashing heads with Robban. Who's it going to be that comes out on top though? He just waits it out in the zone. The med miss is huge, and Vino with so many splashes and floppers doesn't even have to hit the final shot to win the game. We told you this before, and we will tell you again. Come on. But it's never an easy thing for a solo to do, especially one that's been a solo for so long with such little to work with. The mats are dwindling, the shields are not maxed out. I think he has his eyes set on getting a launch pad. He's hearing it, but he needs to be careful because there's players in the zone watching him and taking him out. Hellfire has to be careful himself. He's on a bit of a different layer though, so it's not as big of a deal. There was a solo there that he had his eyes set on, but
what?
Actual elimination coming through for him as well. This guy is crazy.
Delays it. The knock and Elam comes in instantaneously almost. Is that another body he found? No, just debris in the ground. It's all good. Hellfire still moving. The one thing that's got him to this spot is efficient mat usage overall. Still, there's a cost to every single move, every single box. He's kind of gone through half of his reservoir. Needs to find a refresh sometime soon. Meanwhile, in the air, Rifta goes and Vaulted. What's going on over here right now? So many different items kind of seeming like they've come from the past. Everyone's flying around.
All them rifts towards the south of the map being put to good use. You saw so many players boxing them up, and this is what they wanted to do with them. Vino and Aqua, can they get another victory royale? Is height going to be the play for them? Vino still has a pad, and so that can be put to use. Nobody really establishing a height, and that's a big surprise when the likes of Pink and Anasa still in this game. Vino and Aqua as well in that category. Kinzo and Nebs trying to do another low ground masterclass. They need to be careful though, almost running into a brick wall. Hellfire though, still kicking it in the back of the zone. Still scrapping it out wherever he can. Any space that's given to him, he takes it. The mats are starting to run low, but usually when the pressure rises, he can hit some shots.
They'll the heat in just a sec. Gonna be huge for him all the way to first place for the moment so far. Fourth is Kinzel and Nabs, but they look like they're struggling. It's easy for Rifle and Marine all the way up top, but where are those height focus teams. There's two of them still alive, and I see him fly by. It's Aqua. He's up in the sky, looking for it. Rifle though, keeps his center control down, but look at it. 1 second inside his build, suddenly a conglomerate just built all the way up top above him. An entire skyrise chopped down though by Rifle. He does not want to give this up. He's fighting for it. Once again though, chooses to heal instead and gets a huge chop all the way down below, just connected though at the same time. Vino and Aqua have done it. What a pad from Vino to stay in the air. Aqua though goes down. He has a solo, will keep the hosts alive.
The zone pulling back gave Rifle and Marine the time to chop, and you see how much it cost Vino and Aqua. Vino, like you said, with a brilliant play to stay in the game. Hellfire though, he doesn't care that he's a solo. He is just going at it right now. An excellent, excellent solo display from him. And even at this point, that would be enough for most players, but he is not done yet. He wants to keep going. And Rifle and Marine now able to reap the benefits of the high ground that they so valiantly kept hold of against these high ground moguls. Vino and Aqua, just down to Vino though, and he's down to nothing in regards to materials. Rocks on low ground, still's got a couple mats, but down to nothing when it comes to the HP. And Hellfire will finally be stopped. The unmovable object finally being pushed out of the lobby.
Zragi still looking for his chance to see what Xerox can do. Skyzo also here. As I've mentioned, Vino is down to 0. Man's got nothing really left in the tank but one build. Xerox takes out an extra, but even if you are a solo, you're hitting the big shots, it doesn't really matter. You're not gonna be able to get that full elimination. The knock animation will come through first. Vino now stuck, taking a lot of damage. The reset's not gonna be enough either. It's the power of duo dynamics right now in this endgame. Frey finding another big shot as he rolls out for just a second, but unfortunate haircuts that get just completely pushed straight to the scalp. He's now gone down up in the roads though. The sprays don't stop. Cosmo duo drops down and his teammates going away. That's gonna be the cost for that fight so far. Marine finally jumping in. This is for the end of the game. Cracked inside the storm. Rifle and Marine, what an organized way to just kind of break down the desert, to have a little bit of a tropical heated vacation. For them, this entire endgame just looks so easy. Cosmo getting a little bit more difficult all the way down below. One more shot hit, he's at a sliver, and Marine locks it in. That is just an absolutely nice, consistent type of win.
And what we've seen in the past couple games is that once you get high ground, there doesn't seem to be many teams willing to even take that fight. A lot of them already down. Queasy and Hen are nowhere to be seen. Aqua and Vino are a team in despair, and so iDrop and Juriki, this might be the game they've needed. But as I say that,
denied.
It's denied. High ground, it's never as easy as it seems. And so now, Juriki as a solo, a former FNCS winner in his own right, a man who put so much time and commitment into mastering the arts of aiming. Can he put that to good use in this final moment here? In the back of the zone, there's players around him, players on his cone. He needs to just hit the shots. Janice as well, a solo demon. And this is a big, big test for him.
He'll try his best for it. Right now we might be watching Vino even just qualify on his own as a solo. He needs to just keep upping these points in first place. Foggy trying his best to delete it too. And Vino at 151 finds another. This man is too much. Upgrade the pump as well. 4 eliminations by himself. Skivvy now down to the feed too. Jan, this is a game of solos right now. It feels like I'm watching All-Stars.
Vino is an all-star though. He keeps it going. Janice as well, a former solo FNCS winner. All the top solo players showing out today in this endgame. But at some point, they're gonna have to meet and bump heads. And we'll get to see that point. Or maybe Janice will go down before it. He does. Hellfire. It was actually Vino that took him out. I missed that. Vino's on a rampage right now. Hellfire and Scram. Scram's looking bare bones. Now he's looking knocked. Hellfire has to clutch up again.
All right, more solos. Basically on all sides, 9 teams. 11 people total. Vino trying again. 5 more builds left. I think with just 5 more points, that might be qualification to the finals. 1 game early with 1 teammate down in that second last game. He's looking for another shot. The patience from Vino and the pressure to follow. He's looking for a little bit more. Hellfire finally going down. Vino now 167 on one of the walls. The reset not going to actually tempt him. He's going for the 6th shot. Blocked. What a shield. What a way for Hydro to stay alive. The movement for Vino is just too much. And he finds him. 171 points. That's what top 5 was just weeks ago. He's finding a little bit more. Slow trying to be there. Top 5, 1 HP. And he survives for even another placement. 172 for Vino. That's Reason going down inside the depths of the murky water. He tries for another shot, but he's finally silenced down. Karmi with a med mist, barely even staying alive. 2 teams left. It's Akusu and his teammate to roll in from high ground. Elim's kind of how they break the tie. Once again, focus. Right now, it's all about the top 5. They will make it towards the finals. Everyone else has a chance in semis again. Save it rocking in. Clement also on the backside. Floki is down in 6th place for the moment. They're 1 placement away overall. It was Hookah that took him down. It's going to be so tough to hear pads around as well. A half-bad hit by Clement. He's still moving for it. A solo performance from him. Meanwhile ahead in that 5th place, Nebs and Kinzel. They're holding the line.
Yeah, Clement now, so much pressure on him as he tries to do everything he can to stay in this game. We've seen brilliant solo moments, but this would have to be more than just brilliance. This would have to be absolute excellence from Clement. Running his way in, doesn't have much mats to work with. The drum shotgun has to come in huge. He needs to get in someone's face. Nebs and Kinzel making it so hard though, right, as they keep raising that tally. But as everybody watches that top right of the screen, as Clement tries to creep his way in, he spots a team. But is that the right team to fight? It's not.
Shut down. Clement is just shut down at the moment in operating 6th place. Yapko's just trying to take him over. He's the one to take him out and probably even just grab his placement in the stands. 6th place overall for him. We're watching Nebs in 4th. Who is that team? The mystical team we can't find that's in that number 5 slot. Thomas HD at 92 points is really pushing way past his limits. 7 eliminations. As a solo so far now, could not pick up his teammate Trippern. Can he have a clutch of a lifetime? That will be something absolutely phenomenal. Club also moving in 7th place actively, 128 points. He's going to be on low ground. Frey's going to be beside him, but nowhere to be found for the moment. No pressure just yet. Now 9 teams are going towards the end of the EU qual so far, and Rifle is also shut down in 3rd place.
Nebs and Kinzel, they're getting greedy. They look like they're not satisfied with 4th place. They want to go even higher in the standings. That is their goal. But right now, it's all about Japko and Savid. Can they do it? Can they steal their spot? We've not seen them in these round 4s. This is the first time they're on this stage. And can they make the most of it? They gotta be careful. There's a team behind them. They're in 5th place right now. And 1-3-4, will that hold? Globshi and Frey just need 1 more point to do it. And so if these guys can stay up, they might be able to steal that place. They just need to stay alive, but I don't think they know that. Frey, you can't go down right now. You have to stay up. Globshi, you have to stay close by his side. Frey gets knocked. It's all on Globshi. Can they do it? No, they fall in 6th. It wasn't enough. They couldn't hold on. They couldn't push their way in. And Nebs now, we talked about how he's trying to ruin everybody's chances, and that's exactly what he's done. As a solo again, can he hit another crazy shot? He can't, he falls.
Jerky now all the way on the top side, looking for one of his VRs. Is going to be operating inside the business. 2 teams looking to just put another big experience under their belt. The shots will come in from one of the sides. The pinch will be active from both players as well. 1 wall separating the final game of EU. Ratted out, it's Jerky and iDrop with a win. But that top 5 spot, who makes it to the finals?
The rest here. iDrop and Jerky in 6th place. With that 16 elimination game, the Victory Royale has just yet again